Welcome back, neighbor. It's Joe here from Live Your Best Lawn. It's a beautiful day here in Wisconsin. The grass is starting to green up. I hope you're all doing well on your own lawn.
Have you ever wondered what the best fertilizer is for your lawn? Stick around, I'll show you how to figure it out. When I talk to people about soil testing, they often tell me that they use some type of a 4-step program from the big box stores. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing this, and if it works for you, that's great. But I want to challenge you guys out there to try to figure out what the lawn needs. And the way you do that is through a simple soil test. Let's take a closer look. What I'm using this year is called the My Soil Test. I got this off of Amazon for $30. Not too bad of a price. There's also the Yard Mastery system, which is very similar. I'll leave a link in my description below, which gives a couple more examples of soil testing that I would recommend. Opening up the box, what you'll find is a registration card. You want to make sure that you register your sample online in order to get your results. You have a pre-packaged envelope to send your sample through the mail. You have a little collection jar in order to send your sample. You want to make sure that you keep everything in here. The deionized water and everything stays. Just put your sample in and you send it off. And just a measuring scoop just to measure your sample. You fill it up to the top, put it into the jar, send it in the mail, boom, you're good to go. Now, a lot of people talk about mixing their samples in a separate bucket, but don't make life too hard for yourself. All you do is take this out. You have your own little collection site right here. Just mix up your sample and you're good to go. Lastly, what I use here is a simple collection probe. You want to go down about 6 inches into the ground to collect your sample. If you do not have one of these, you can use a simple garden shovel. That works out fine too. And now you're ready to take some soil samples. Let's go get some dirt. So you got your probe down in the ground about 6 inches. And at that 6-inch mark, that's the soil that you want to use. You're going to want to take a sample from a minimum of 6 locations. And then what you do is you take any roots, throw them off to the side, making sure that you have a pure sample. And then once you've finished, congratulations, you're ready to send it in. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If this is your first time doing a soil test, please don't let it overwhelm you. Focus on a couple of major points. The first one being your soil pH. This number will help you know whether or not your grass plant is able to take up the fertilizer and the nutrients that it needs. You want it to be around 6.5 to 7. The second thing is looking at your macronutrients, your nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The nitrogen is good for knowing and helping your grass to grow and keep that nice green color. Your phosphorus is good for healthy root growth. And lastly, your potassium is good for just fighting off any types of lawn diseases that you might have. And as always, I'm your average Joe, helping you have an above average lawn.